If you're like me, you probably miss seeing arcades. And when I heard that Wichita was getting a brand new arcade, I jumped at the opportunity to go inside and check it out.
Vaughan Jog Vlog.
Known simply as the arcade, it's located in the Old Town section of Wichita. Since it was balls freezing cold outside, here is a stock photo of the exterior. All games are set on free play. Admission is $8 for an hour or $10 for the day. Inside the arcade, you'll find a plethora of memorabilia, including a signed Walter Day referee shirt. That is, of course, the founder of the famous Twin Galaxies arcade, and Scorekeeper, a history on arcades, and a wall dedicated to the motion capture performers of Mortal Kombat. There are 60 machines, mostly ranging from the 80s and 90s, as well as some pinball. Let's take a look at some of the more noteworthy gems at the arcade. I believe this is an actual Laserdisc Dragon's Lair. Never actually seen one of these. Quite a popular game, I'm sure you guys know about that. On my first quarter of Robotron 2084, I got the game's high score. And that's even with the right stick in need of repair. Couldn't quite get the full 8 directions. Tempest is a very cool vector shooter. I'd like to come back and play that some more. Sega's Zaxxon is an isometric shooter purported to be the first 3D game and the first to have a televised commercial. Yeah, for an arcade game. By now you've probably seen Season 2 of Stranger Things on Netflix. Prepare to be dismayed because on Dig Dug you don't get 6 characters to enter your full name. No, come on, every classic arcade game gave you 3 for your initials. How could the crack research staff over at Stranger Things possibly have overlooked this? Yeah, I'd never played Berserk, but among classic arcade fans it seems to be a favorite. You're this little guy and you have to run across, I think, androids in some kind of maze. If you take too long, a death ball shows up and murders your ass. Until recently, I didn't know Mike Tyson's Punch-Out had a precursor, this 1983 dual display game from Nintendo. They even have Centipede for those of you who really enjoy dying. Going along with the aforementioned Mortal Kombat Wall of Fame, there's a lot of Mortal Kombat here, so if that's your choice of fighter, I think you're going to be pleased. Oh yeah, you guys recognized Charity from my non-award-winning short film last week. Well, who knew she was a badass at Mortal Kombat? Check it out. Harpoon and Flawless Victory. I would have liked to have seen some more bespoke, interactive games. Say like this Afterburner here. You got a flight stick, rotating cockpit. It's not something you can easily do at home. Well, at the arcade, you're not going to find racing sims like Daytona USA or even Crazy Taxi. Or at least not yet. It does look like the owners are bringing in new games, so if you come back frequently, you're going to see new units. In my eyes, the top draw is this 1970s Atari Football. This is American football, X's versus O's. Trackball competitive gameplay at its finest, where your players only run as fast as you can move the trackball. You got 4 plays to choose from on offense and defense. You can even pass. My friends and I had a blast.
Oh, he's covered. You know, it feels a little less cheap than Madden, really. If the guy's covered, he's not catching it. Daylight.
Prepare to have some sore hands after playing this one. Now, while many of these games appear to be originals, not everything is on the up and up at the arcade. I spotted this MVS, which is playing a 161 in 1 cart, an illegal cart from China. And here's a cabinet that plays many different Capcom games. I don't believe Capcom ever actually put out such a system, though I could be mistaken. Now, in the event that this is piracy, I think this is a little different than buying some device and hacking it to play MAME in the privacy of your own home, where you're not charging admission. But who am I to judge?
Like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. Vaughan Jog Vlog is made possible by your support on Patreon. Patreon.com/Vaughan Fry. Because fuck Google.